Hello everyone, today we're going to go over two trades that passed me my phase one of my crypto funding account. My crypto funding, I'm with them because they have zero spreads on Bitcoin and they allow me to weekend trade on Bitcoin too, which is one thing that I do. So that's why I'm at my crypto funding before I get asking questions about that. They're two very nice trades, one on Bitcoin and one on gold. Which this gave me 3%, this gave me 2%, which is enough to pass, so I'm happy with that. Let's jump into the first trade, which is right here. This is one you see on screen. So you see the entry, you see everything that happened, right? If you go back into price, I'll tell you exactly why I drew all the stuff that you have here. And just quickly see if I can delete this and this. Okay, so if you're looking at this piece of price action, right, you can draw a lot of stories. First of all, I like to start on the 4-hour time frame and draw my premium and discount range. Now for this, it will be this high and this low. Why this high and this low is because this created a bigger structure to the downside, which you have here or here, where you want to call it. This also swept out previous liquidity, which caused a bigger structure to the downside. And then we had a retracement into premium levels. Now, if you wanted to use the Fibonacci entry level, you'd have entered here on the 4-hour time frame, but I just used the premium and discount because Bitcoin seems to be respecting the premium and discount a bit more than just the 75 entry level of the Fibonacci range. So this is the high, this is the low. They're also indicated by fractals, which is one of the indicators that I have on. We then see that we have discounted prices below this yellow line, right? This is our yellow line on the 4-hour. Just going to quickly remove it, but we'll have to remember we're on the discount of the 4-hour time frame. If we now look at this price action, we see that we get a breaker structure to the upside. We also break this fractal high, which is also something that is very important. Let me just remove this one. This one will be a bit more clear because this is a fractal high. We also sweep this low. The only reason I'd count this as a sweep of liquidity is because we broke structure to the upside. That's something that's very important to me within trading. You can't just call everything that you see here a sweep of liquidity, as you need a break of structure first, right? We never broke structure to the downside here, so this is not a sweep of liquidity. You need to have a break of structure followed, and previously to that, you need to have a liquidity sweep. So if you don't have a break of structure, you don't have the liquidity sweep in my eyes. So we see this liquidity sweep, then we see a fractal low here. I actually drew my Fibonacci range from this low to this high. Why I did this is purely because the 75 level aligns better with this fair value gap, and I really like this fair value gap. The reason that is because it has an order block right below it, which acts like a sort of a cushion to this fair value gap if it were to fill. So you see here we have a fair value gap and order block lined up pretty nicely. Underneath this though, we still have other fair value gaps, so if price were to disrespect this, it could still react off of these, and also an order block below here. So these are very nice price points where price could react. The most important part though that I'm looking for is the fair value gap around the 75 entry level, which is something that we have right there. If you then look at price, we see you get tapped in with barely any drawdown. If you then jump onto the 1 minute time frame, we can build a small story around what happened here, which is simply that we have swept this liquidity. And why did we do this? Because we broke structure to the upside. That's the only reason I can count this as a sweep of liquidity, is because we broke structure to the upside afterwards. That's a small story on the 1 minute, but you could always look at this. Eventually, you see price reach up into this fair value gap and starts reacting from this. Now, it's normal for price to show a retracement. It would be weird if price just kept going up, up, without coming down once, reaching into discounted pricing, and then going up once again, right? In my opinion, that would be weird. So seeing retracements like this does not scare me at all. There's a reason price retraces, there's a reason price does what it does, and if it wants to, it will. So for you, there shouldn't be any reason why you'd be closing your trade as soon as you see a couple candles coming into the downside, right? Or just setting a break even. If you want to have a break even plan, you should have it written down and very strictly, like this and this has to happen before I set it to break even, and you shouldn't just put it to break even on intuition. That's not smart in my opinion. Yeah, so you see price comes up, eventually starts consolidating a little bit, and then snipes my entry. Eventually it goes up a bit more, then it goes down. I unfortunately missed this trade on the 15 minute, but that's okay. I don't mind missing trades that much. It's just something that happens within trading. But yeah, missed this beautiful trade as well. But this caught me a very nice 3%, as you see right there as well. You see my MetaTrader, right? Entry, exit, which was perfectly nice here as well. So then we have this trade on gold, and this trade is a little bit awkward. because this is just was it this one? I believe it was. Yes. So this trade on gold is very straightforward as well. Let me just remove most of the things that I have on the chart here. So I already missed one trade to the downside. We then, if you look on a 4-hour, right, we can see that we swept this high. Now, how can we count this as a liquidity sweep or a liquidity grab? Because we broke structure to the downside afterwards, right there, right? This is a low, or this is a low that caused the break of structure to the upside. So this is the low that has been broken to say that we had a break structure to the downside. We break structure to the downside and we can draw premium and discount levels. So as you can see here, we are very much within a premium of this zone, which is above this yellow line. Gotta remove it very quickly. You see, we also on 15-minute get this liquidity sweep. How can we count this as a sweep of liquidity? Because we caused the break of structure to the downside, right? You see, we took out this high, consolidated, dropped, broke structure because we closed beneath this wick. If I then start to look for trades, this would be my range here. Boom. You could also have it here if I'm just starting to look now, because technically you do have the Varroy gap line here as well, but there are also a very small Varroy gap there, and just this array of candles which could act as an order block, or this one which could cause price. Because if I look now, this could have been a possible entry as well. So during my entry, you see that we almost spiked it. We actually never got tapped out here, which is grateful for that. I know one of the people in my group also took this trade. I'm going to speak about that a little bit later though. But then eventually, as you can see, which this was at night for me, which was very weird, I was watching a movie and eventually we just dropped down. I had a notification here which said phase 1 passed, congratulations. And I wasn't expecting this at all, but we just hit it, right? You see here, price dropped down very fast. Just take it from there to there. It was around $16 in, well, 36 minutes. That was very fast. So we dropped down there. It actually hit TP for me there. So for gold, I have a bit of a different trading style. I actually try and set it to break even as soon as we hit 2RR, as I see that gold is very volatile. So what I said to other people is set it to break even. See, eventually gold started to turn around and would have hit your stop loss there if you didn't set it to break even here. Gold also possibly would have had a trade here if you didn't mind premium and discount ranges, which would have hit TP here too. So there's just something you could have kept in mind, that we're still in a possible long scenario, but the 4-hour premium discount range would count this within premium. So for me, there would be no reason to start shorting at all. So these are the two trades, which this one landed me 2% and one on Bitcoin landed me 3%. That passed me my phase 1 account. I'm actually now on phase 2. I just had a trade here, which I'm going to break down, which caught me a very nice 3R. There was also an unfortunate trade on USD but didn't tap me in due to spreads, which was quite unfortunate. But I caught a nice trade on Euro JPY. I'm now on break even. I had 3 losing streaks, which I'm pretty open about. If I have losing streaks, after 3 consecutive losses, 1 win, make back all the profits. That's all you need, right? If you want to join and trade like me, it's free, first of all, before people click away now. You can join my Discord. Link will be in the description below. You can join here by making a ticket. I used to have my own channel here where I post my limits, but I removed it as I saw people getting less active. This trading group is completely for free, so I want you to put in as much effort as you can. So I'm not going to give signals to people that are just in there to take signals, right? I want actual people who do the actual work to become a trader. And this is all for free, right? You get all these channels, the trading plan for both of them for free. All right, so I'm not charging anything. It's just there. Even if you're just starting, send me a message. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications, join my Discord, make a ticket, come trade with us over at HPT, high probability trading, for free. You get access to sheets that I have posted here, backtesting sheets, journal sheets, all that stuff. So yeah, if you are interested, join here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, again, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.